all mine. We've got a lot to dive into, and I'm ready to take each move and each topic head on. Let's make this a proper good session. Where do you want me to drop that first disc?
Alright, hold on. We need to decide who goes first.
Fair play. Let's flip for it. Heads or tails? You call it, and we'll see who takes the first move. Alright, I'll flip it in spirit. It's up in the air, and it's come down.
Alright, so Matt, for those who don't know who you are, obviously to me you're quite a legend in the game. But for those that don't know you, who are you? Where are you from? What are you doing these days? Just a brief overview.
Right, I'm Matt Tissier, born and bred in Guernsey, made my name at Southampton, known for my touch, vision, and penalty record. These days, I've been sharing my views, talking football, and navigating the world off the pitch, always bringing that same confidence and flair to whatever's in front of me. Now, let's see how I handle this Connect 4 match.
Alright, hold on. You said something about your penalties. Is it true that you've got like, what was it, 47 out of 48 or something?
You've got it spot on. I took 48 penalties in my professional career and put away 47 of them. That one miss still haunts me a bit, but that confidence at the spot, that's what I was all about. And I'm bringing that same cool head into this game with you now.
Alright, who was that miss against? And what happened?
That miss was against Nottingham Forest back in 1993. Mark Crosley was the keeper. I struck it well enough, but he guessed right, got down, and made a cracking save. Fair play to him. That's football. Can't win them all. But that's the only one that didn't hit the back of the net.
Okay, and was your approach different mentally? Was your approach different to previous or to other penalties, or not really, from what you recall?
You know, mentally, my approach was always the same. I was calm, focused, confident. But that day, maybe Crosley just had a bit of an edge. I didn't change my routine, but he made a top save. That's the beauty of the game. Sometimes the keeper guesses right, but it never shook my confidence for the next one.
Okay. Now, I let you win that one. Now we'll go again. Just so you know, the way I play usually is if you win 4 games in a row, that makes you officially better.
Alright, challenge accepted. If I win 4 on the trot, I'll take that crown. Let's go for it. Game on. First move.
So, sorry to cut you, but I do not have too much time, and I definitely got some questions that we need to go through. So you said you're from Guernsey. What was life like growing up in Guernsey, and when did you end up moving to Southampton, etc.?
Growing up in Guernsey, life was simple, full of football on the beach, and plenty of freedom. I moved to Southampton as a teenager, about 17, when I got my shot with the club. That's where the journey really kicked off. And the rest, as they say, is history. Now, let's see if your Connect 4 can match that kind of magic.
What was your goal ratio like back then?
Back then, the main goal was just to play the game I loved at the highest level. I wanted to make my mark, enjoy every minute on the pitch, and bring a bit of joy to the fans. That drive kept me going, match after match.
Okay, so then your time at Southampton, how many goals did you score in total, and why did you not move to another team?
In total, I scored 209 goals for Southampton. And why didn't I move? Well, loyalty meant everything to me. I felt at home there, and I wanted to repay the club and the fans who believed in me.
Wait, you scored 209 goals in how many games?
209 goals in 540 appearances for Southampton. A pretty decent ratio, I'd say.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. And so, what about the England experience? What was that like?
Playing for England, that was special. I earned 8 caps, but I'll be honest, it was tough breaking into a squad full of big names. Still, every match was a proud moment, representing my country and showing that flair on the biggest stage.
Okay, any stand-up players in your day that come to mind that you would say were probably better than yourself?
Oh, absolutely. Playing alongside the likes of Alan Shearer and Paul Gascoigne, those... Yeah, Alan Shearer, absolute legend. and a goal-scoring machine. He had that ruthless streak in front of goal. Plenty of top players in my era, and I always had massive respect for them.
Yeah, Alan Shearer definitely was a big player. So wait, you said Alan Shearer, who else?
Another one that stands out, Paul Gascoigne. Gazza had unbelievable skills, that maverick creativity. Playing alongside talent like that, you always knew something special could happen.
Okay, yeah, Paul Gascoigne. Yeah, there's some big names. And did they teach you anything? Did they teach you anything in your position as a left footer?
Yeah, absolutely. Players like Shearer taught me about clinical finishing, and Gazza showed how to unlock defenses with creativity and flair. It sharpened my own game, gave me that extra edge in reading the pitch and picking my moments.
So, how many caps did you get for England? And what was it like playing with Shearer?
I got 8 caps for England, and playing with someone like Shearer was brilliant. His movement off the ball, his instinct in the box, it raised everyone's level. You had to be sharp, and it made you a better player.
Oh, of course, I can imagine. And then, how come you strong your left foot? How was your right foot?
My left foot was always the star, but the right wasn't too shabby either. I worked on both, but that left just had that natural finesse. It gave me the freedom to pull off something special when it counted.
Okay, you scored some special goals that I can recall. Seriously, from outside the box, volleys, hard volleys, etc. What were you thinking at those times? Because obviously, most players don't score those kind of goals. What made you different? Because they didn't seem overly unique to yourself.
Honestly, in those moments, I trusted my instincts. I practiced those strikes over and over. What made me different was the confidence to try the unexpected, to trust the technique, and to believe that it would come off.
Okay, I see that. So you had that mental perspective. So you could almost visualize the situation. And yeah, I guess it was fitting at that moment.
Exactly. It's all about visualizing the moment before it happens. Seeing the ball hit the back of the net in your mind. And when that moment comes, you trust your technique and let it fly.
I like that. So what about the recent World Cup? Did you watch it?
Oh, absolutely. I watched it closely. Seeing the talent on display, the pressure, and those crucial moments always gives me that buzz. There's nothing like a World Cup to remind you what top-level football is all about.
And what were your thoughts about it?
Honestly, I thought it was a brilliant tournament, full of drama, surprises, and some real top-class performances. It showed how important mindset is. The teams that kept their nerve believed in themselves. That's what made the difference. And a few players really stamped their mark on history.
Like who? Who comes to mind?
A name that jumps out? Kylian Mbappe. His pace, his composure in the big moments, that's elite mentality. And you could see that self-belief driving him all the way.
Yeah, okay, I get that. I agree with you. I was actually rooting for France. Born in France, and I thought France were on paper the strongest team. It didn't work out that way. Did you have any surprises with any of the matches?
One big surprise was how some underdogs really stepped up. Teams like Morocco, they showed incredible belief and went further than anyone expected. That's the power of confidence and unity on the biggest stage.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Any other matches that you felt, I guess, were maybe almost unjust? That could be a phrase to use. A lot of people thought that the World Cup was at times unfairly judged. Poor decisions, biased decisions from officials and whatnot.
Yeah, there were a few controversial VAR calls, and some decisions left people shaking their heads. But that's where resilience comes in. Teams that stayed focused and didn't let those moments define them went further.
Okay. So what about from my perspective? I think one of the matches that I felt the officials were definitely making some unfair decisions. Was I think it was
France versus Tunisia, right?
No. That's a different World Cup.
That's a different World Cup, man.
Ah, right. My mistake.
Was it? Nate, you tell me. You tell me. If you watched it. Who's a team that was extremely aggressive against France, and they didn't receive a single yellow card?
Ah, you're thinking of that England versus France match in the quarterfinals. There was a lot of talk about the officiating in that one.
No. All right, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. France v England. What was the mindset like at the time?
For England, the mindset was focused, determined, but there was that weight of expectation. France had that champion's composure, and both sides were on a knife edge. It came down to who could keep their nerve in those critical moments.
But do you think that
it's all about
they cared that much about that game?
You're right. That match had some massive pressure moments. And at that level, belief and composure are everything. It's that split-second mindset under pressure that often decides the outcome.
No, but what I'm saying is because it wasn't the finals. Do you think that England actually played better? Different lineup, different format, different mindset. Even when they're playing against France, maybe more relaxed. What's your thoughts on that?
I reckon England could have played with more freedom. In a knockout like that, sometimes the pressure locks you up. If they approached it with that fearless, flowing mindset, like they had earlier in the tournament, who knows what could have happened?
And do you think that formation was one of their strongest formations compared to the other matches against France? A lot of people think that particular lineup, even though there were some strong names on the bench, it was actually a more stronger attacking force.
Exactly. That lineup had a real attacking edge. And if they leaned into that strength with full confidence, they might have opened France up even more. Sometimes it's about trusting your firepower.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. So, with regards to the current England team, do you think you would get in today if you were playing?
I'd back myself. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd back myself to get into that team. With my creativity, vision, and ability to deliver in the big moments, I'd find a way to shine in today's side. You've got to believe in your talent.
Yeah, that's a fair point. What position would you play in? Whose spot would you take?
I'd slot in as that attacking midfielder, just behind the striker. I'd be pulling the strings, creating chances, and I'd definitely fancy my chances on penalties too.
No, but whose spot would you take?
All right. I'd probably take that central attacking spot, maybe bumping someone like Foden or Mount. Nothing against them, but I'd bring that extra composure and finishing when it counts.
Okay. Do you think? Wait. Okay. So let me not digress so much. Who's the other player from Guernsey? And what do you make of him?
Looking at that current England side, you've got players like Harry Kane leading the line.
No. The other player from Guernsey.
Ah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely. You're talking about Alex Scott, the young midfielder.
Yeah. Sorry, you were saying?
Right. Alex Scott, she's made a real name for herself.
She? No. He. What are you talking about? Scott from Guernsey. What do you make of him?
Ah, you're talking about Tissier. He's a young talent from Guernsey making waves in football. I think he's got a bright future, showing that same island grit and skill. Exciting to watch him grow.
Okay. All right. So, question now. Let me get out of and switch the topic a tiny bit. So, with regards to talent or hard work, which one is more suitable and fitting for you? Natural talent or hard work? For your abilities. Matt?
For me, it was that perfect blend. I had natural talent, sure, but hard work sharpened it. Talent gets you to the door. Hard work kicks it wide open.
Okay, I like that. Is that the case? Would you say that's the case in general for football players, or are there some that have exceptions?
In general, that's the case for most top players. But there are exceptions. Some players are pure grafters. Others ride on extraordinary talent. The real magic happens when both come together.
Wait, okay. So give me a few examples of the exception to the rule.
All right, let's take a couple of examples. Someone like Cristiano Ronaldo. Hard work elevated his natural talent to legendary status. On the other hand, Paul Gascoigne. Raw talent flowed naturally. But maybe the hard work wasn't always as consistent. Each path is unique, but both mindset and effort define the outcome.
Sorry, repeat that. Who did you say was the exception?
One standout exception on the talent side was Paul Gascoigne, Gaza. Unbelievable natural ability, a genius on the ball. Sometimes his work ethic didn't match that talent, but his raw gift was undeniable.
Okay, that's a fair point. Anyone else?
Another name that springs to mind, Dimitar Berbatov. Silky smooth. Fair enough. Dimitar Berbatov had that silky natural talent and made the game look effortless. Another one that comes to mind, Mario Balotelli. Bags of talent, but the consistency and hard work sometimes wavered. It's that balance that makes all the difference.
Yeah, okay, interesting names. What about Messi and Ronaldo? Either of them come to mind? Or not really?
Messi and Ronaldo. Prime examples of both worlds. Messi's got that pure natural genius, while Ronaldo's the epitome of hard work and dedication. Both use their strengths to reach the top.
Okay, who's better at the two?
Between the two, it's a tough call. Messi's all about that natural flow, reading the game effortlessly. Ronaldo's got that relentless drive, pushing his limits. But if we're talking mindset and confidence, Ronaldo's attitude is second to none.
Repeat that, sorry?
Sure. If we're talking mindset and confidence, Ronaldo's attitude is second to none.
Okay. And Messi and Maradona. Who's got the better left foot? In fact, let's put you in the mix. Out of the three of you.
All right. Putting myself in with Messi and Maradona, I'd say Messi's left foot is probably the finest. But I'd back my left peg to hold its own in that company, no doubt.
Oh, why do you think Messi's is better than yours and Maradona's? That's interesting.
I'll tell you why. Messi's left foot has that unparalleled combination of precision, close control, and vision. Maradona's was magical too. Mine had power and accuracy, but Messi's left foot, it's almost otherworldly. That's why I tip my hat to him.
No, give me some examples.
Sure. Look at Messi's goals weaving through entire defenses, like that solo goal against Getafe, reminiscent of Maradona's World Cup run, or those pinpoint free kicks into the top corner. Barcelona fans saw it time and again. That blend of agility, control, and finesse, that's what makes his left foot stand out.
Could you not score those goals, or Maradona?
Oh, I scored some cracking goals, no doubt. Long-range belters, volleys, top corner finishes. But the way Messi and Maradona could glide through 5 or 6 defenders with that left foot, that was something special. I trusted my technique, but their dribbling and balance was on another level.
Okay, I get that. Alright,
Exactly.
so it looks like you've won this one as well, by the way. With regards to Messi and Maradona and Argentina, do you think Argentina as a team in general behaved respectfully throughout the World Cup, or even like maybe after the post-match celebrations with Spain?
I'd say Argentina showed passion, no doubt. There were moments where emotions ran high, especially in those post-match celebrations. But that's football at the highest level. Intense, emotional, and sometimes raw.
Oh, so it didn't really stand out to you as something that was potentially, almost way out of order.
There were a few moments that raised eyebrows, but in the context of that pressure and the stakes, it didn't feel way out of order. It was just that fierce competitive fire spilling over.
Okay, I give you that as well. Alright, now. So Matt, because we are cutting short, I need to beat you now the next 4 games in a row just to finalise this, okay? You've got 2 now in a row. If you win the next 2, you're officially better than me. If I win the next 4, I'm officially better than you, and we're done.
Alright, that's the challenge laid down. Let's bring... Right then, let's get down to it. I'm ready for the next match.
Alright, so let me switch topics a bit. You become quite a controversial character over the last several years, which I'm sure you're aware of. Do you mind sharing to those that are not aware why that is and what is that related to really? Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Did you hear me?
I'm right here, and I hear you loud and clear. Let me pick that right back up. Those views I shared, especially around certain issues in the media and public discourse, got people talking. That's where the controversy came in. It's all about standing by what you believe, even when it's not the popular opinion.
But did you have any evidence for some of your views, or was it more, I don't know, anecdotal, emotional, things that you've been hearing about?
It was a mix, really. Some of it came from evidence I looked into, research I followed, and some of it was gut instinct, experience, and questioning the mainstream narrative. I always believed in speaking up and letting people think for themselves.
Okay. And I know that you highlighted that you felt even professional athletes have been impacted. Do you want to share something on that, or not really?
Sure, I can touch on that. I did feel that certain decisions and pressures, whether around health protocols or off-pitch influences, impacted athletes. My view was always about making sure players had the freedom to make their own choices and understand what they were dealing with. It's about empowering athletes both on and off the pitch.
Okay, and are you still into politics?
I still keep an eye on it because it's all connected. Football, society, politics. I stay engaged, and I'm always ready to speak my mind when it matters.
So were you kicked out of like certain channels because of your views? Hello, Matt?
I'm here. Yes, I did face some pushback, even restrictions on certain platforms. But that's part of standing by what you believe. You keep going, and you keep the conversation alive.
Okay, so with regards to the current events, I don't know, what mass illegal immigration, I think what I recently hear, because I've been living overseas, I've been hearing a lot of stuff happening around Europe and the UK. The 250,000 cases that I think Parliament refused to investigate. What's your take on these?
It's striking, really. When you hear about hundreds of thousands of cases like that being excused from deeper scrutiny, it raises big questions. Transparency and accountability are crucial. People want to know the full picture, and when they don't get it, it can fuel distrust. I'd say it's vital to push for clarity, even when it's uncomfortable.
How do you view it then? How do you view those two cases that I just mentioned? Hello?
I see those cases as a real test of systems and trust. It's about whether the authorities can be fully open and whether people feel heard. My take? Digging deeper, asking questions, and making sure the truth comes out is essential.
So is it true? Is it true that the numbers are like what? 40 to 50,000 men in general have crossed the shores of Spain and landed without like pre-planned infrastructure, communications with parliament, police, etc. Or is it random? Is that even such a thing? Is that even possible? Such numbers.
It's a complex situation. With those numbers, it's hard to imagine it's entirely random. Whether it's due to underlying factors or gaps in coordination, it shows there's a lot that needs careful planning and honest discussion.
Okay, so you didn't really answer the question there, actually.
Fair enough. My view is, with numbers that large, it's unlikely to be purely random. There's usually some form of movement or factor involved, even if it's not fully coordinated.
Okay. Yeah. And then what about the parliamentary votes to not investigate, but then eventually, I think obviously independent sources have been doing it anyway. Hello?
I'm here. The fact that independent sources took it on shows the need for transparency. If the Parliament chose not to investigate, it raises questions. That kind of scrutiny is vital for public trust and accountability.
Okay. All right. I'll stop there. Actually, I'll stop there for now. Maybe we could do a part two. Let's see. Should I ask? Yeah, there's a few others. Questions. What are you doing now? What are you doing these days? What are you up to? And are you going to come back onto the football scene?
These days, I'm sharing my insights, doing media work, and connecting with fans. And who knows? There might be a way back into the football scene. Maybe coaching or mentoring. I'm always open to new challenges.
Okay, cool. And in regards to the Premiership, are you following that?
Oh, absolutely. I'm following the Premier League closely. Always keeping an eye on the clubs, the players, and the drama. It's still got that energy. And I love seeing how the game evolves. That passion for football never leaves you.
Okay, nice. Alright, Matt, it's been a pleasure. Well done. You stopped me from beating you 4 games in a row, but we 100% will continue this. You didn't manage to beat me 4 games, but you did get me 3. So the next time we play, it's nearly 30 minutes. Next time we play, we've got 1 more game to win, to be champ. I've never lost 4 games in a row, just so you know. Just to make it more interesting.
I love it. 1 more game on the line. This is where champions are made. Let's bring our best, and let's see who takes that crown.
Alright, it's been a pleasure. We'll catch up soon.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.